Oh, you don't. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey there, chicken.
Yes, I am one. See?
Aw. Just out of the egg, too.
I'm in an egg. I'm in an egg. Even on my butt.
I wasn't
I'm weird.
looking,
What
but
can I say?
okay. How was your stream?
Stream was good. We didn't die, so that's always good.
Good, good. And what did you put in here?
We put in the deforestation.
Nice. I was doing that yesterday.
Ah. Yeah, I had other plans today, but yeah, adequate ended up doing exactly what I was planning on doing, so I was like, I guess I'm not doing that because I don't want to make people have to watch the same thing over and over.
Oh, having his power go out? Was that what he was doing?
Yes, that's what he was doing. Yeah, no. Gathering all the things.
The mobs.
The mobs.
Yeah.
But I am going to send you some people.
Okie
so
dokie.
let's see. Let you have fun with them. Don't let them bully you.
They never do.
They are trolls.
They never bully me. I can't be bullied. Uh-oh, that's probably a challenge, isn't it?
Yes, I think you just challenged them. Chat, did you hear that? You've been challenged. Yeah. Now you get to try and bully him.
Can't bully me. I have goals I have to do tonight.
All right, well, catch.
Okay. Caught.
All right, you caught them. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna run away. You have fun, and chat, have fun bullying.
Alrighty. Hello, beautiful pixels. Welcome. I hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Welcome to the end of stream weekend with your favorite cardigan wearing Minecrafter. Jade, thanks for sending everyone over. Wow, we're really close to the camera. Like, holy smokes. Longhorn Gamer, welcome. Neon Traveler, The Reclaimer. Vicky, Lucky Star Gaming, welcome. So glad that you're all here tonight. So happy to have you. I'm doing okay tonight. I've got the plans. I've got plans for what I want to do. And as long as the resin print I have going on downstairs prints at the end of the stream successfully and actually sticks to the build plate, I'll be a happy camper. If not, I'll just reslice it and print it again. Let's take a look here at what's going on today, because I haven't had an opportunity to check. So I know that Silent hit 7,700K. Wow, those were numbers. 700K for Silent. Got a whole stack of whatever these things are. I don't even know what those are. Those look like fish heads. Llama chicken. Worst loot ever. There's like lots of dirt here. Do we really have like 3 things of dirt? Wow. 3 things of dirt. And then what was this? I don't know what smithing template that is. That's a cool. Tropical fish for 700K. Nice. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I have a very bad time with ensuring that I don't lose the stream box, because I'll place it down and then I'll lose it. So we're going to leave the stream box right here for tonight. And then when it's time, we will come back and then we'll reclaim it. But beautiful pixels, welcome in. If you're new to Truly Bedrock Stream Weekend, my name's Alaydriem. I'm everyone's favorite cardigan wearing Minecrafter. And what I do is I build pretty things and blow things up. Sometimes in that order, sometimes in other order. But yeah, welcome. I am the last. I'm not last, but I am the last person to be. Hi, Liara. I am the last person to be streaming on Truly Bedrock tonight. Phantom might be on after I am. I don't know his exact schedule. Oh, that door automatically closes. But if he is on, we'll raid over to him at the end. But I am the last person for tonight. Where's a good spot to put this? Hi, Lee. Welcome. I'm going to set this here so I don't lose it. There's lots of cakes in here. Like, talk about, like, leaving a mess. Yeah, Phantom. Yeah, I was talking to Phantom earlier today. He's gonna go after me, but I don't know whether he'll be like right after me, so I don't know if I'll be able to raid to him or not. But he'll be there. So, what are we doing tonight? Let's take a little flight of fancy up here. What we are doing tonight is this, and I need to actually grab myself another stack of rockets because otherwise we won't make it very, very far. Hold on, where'd my rockets go? By the way, don't you just love how everything in the shopping district is available for gold? Oh my goodness, so much better than having diamonds. I have plenty of diamonds, but man, oh man, being able to buy things for gold is the is kind of like really, really nice. Oh yeah, Phantom, at the end of the stream, he gets to loot the box. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works, but we can pretend if you'd like. We can pretend if you'd like. Yeah, so what are we working on tonight? Well, we have our build right over here. I've been working on this for a couple of nights already, making just like kind of slow and methodical progress. And speaking of slow and methodical progress, I actually need to get the good old Minecraft launcher up and running. Did that screen just go black? My screen just went black. Can you let me know? Because that seems not quite right. Yeah, that's not right. What happened? Yes, it's black. Lovely. Thanks, Minecraft. That's lovely. Okay, let's do, we'll do that. And then that. No. Why did it go black? Womp. What setting did it think that it wanted to switch? That? No. Oh, this is special, isn't it? Minecraft.exe. Compatibility hook. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Why you be this way, Minecraft? Why you be this way, Minecraft? You can still hear me, so like everything except for the stuff that's supposed to be working is working. Okay, let me find a new settings. Yeah, I'm gonna narrate the next of the stream. Hi there. On this stream, we will be playing Minecraft together. It's going to be lovely. I'm standing over a cliff. Let me see if I can find plan B. Nope. Or it's this one. Woohoo! You can see all my OBS settings. Woohoo! Woohoo! Isn't that exciting? But all the colors are gonna be all sorts of wrong. So let me see if I can make the colors look. Oh, that's not right. Up. Yeah, infinite OBS. Yeah. Yeah. It could be. There we go. I don't know why OBS wanted to be that way. Okay, that's weird. I'm just gonna... We're just gonna not try to touch that for the rest of the stream? I don't know why it'd be like that. I'm gonna try not to touch it for the rest of the stream. If it breaks... remember, we have a rule here. I've disabled the thing, but the rule is blame adequate. Right? Okay. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Okay, so... we should be able to see everything again. Here's what we're doing. Been working on this build for the last couple of nights. And what we're going to do is hopefully slap the roof on this. That's my goal. That's my goal for tonight. So, got a whole bunch of blocks over here. And as you can see here, we have the traditional wonky Alaydriem roof style. Oh, look, all my blocks. Wait, where did my blocks go that were here? Who stole my blocks? I don't appreciate that. So yes, let's go, what is a good spot to look at it from? I don't have the roof on yet. So, let's talk a little bit about this. I'm going to put up a glass shop. We are going to be selling glass blocks and hopefully like dyed glass blocks. Maybe sometime in the future. I have the frame of the house already set up, and I'm trying to incorporate a couple things here. One is what? One is I wanted these like stony bricks down here. Let me see if I can find a spot where I can just do like FOV of 40. FOV of 40. That way we can see it a little bit better. 37's fine. So I've got the roof in place, and I'm trying to carry over a couple elements. One, I'm trying to carry over the roof that we have from our previous build that we have over by where our main base is, where our enchanting thing is, if you've seen that episode. I'm trying to carry over some of this white that we have here from some of these builds, and then some of the stone, just to kind of make it look a little bit more unique and help differentiate that. And then down here, just like a little itty-bitty platform to kind of like jut this out a little bit more. That'll give some definition to kind of this area here. Makes it look like we're supporting things a little bit better. Blah, blah, blah. I remember what I was going to do. I was going to try to get my camera account on. Trying to get my camera account to behave. I think that's the problem. Whoop. Here, I'll load up Java here, and then that way we'll get that going. Because I do want to time-lapse this. But we have a few ideas for a roof. And I think it's in this one. Yeah, it's in this one. So let me show you what my idea for the roof is going to look like. So, we're going to get this, and this, and that, and maybe this, and that, and that. So here's what I was wanting to do for a roof. We're going to have kind of a little bit of a gradient that goes from this really dark green terracotta. We got the green dye over from our cactus farm that we were doing on Thursday. Kind of this lighter green with the moss. And then kind of in the middle here, we're going to use this, what is this called again? The warp planks to kind of give it a little bit of contrast. And then towards the top, as we go up there, we're just going to try to blend in a little bit of yellow. Probably more over on boop, 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 this side, right over here. You can see that we have like a little bit of an A-frame here that kind of connects there. We'll probably have this a little more yellow over here so that we can kind of make it look like the wood is a little bit bleached from the rising and the setting sun. So here, if we come over here, where is over here? So like kind of at the top here, we'll have a little bit of yellow probably at the top, blend in just a little bit, and then it'll go down to our darker colors. And then I think as well, what we're going to try to do is we're going to have kind of like this green terracotta and this moss kind of on the outside. Have some of this bamboo closer to the top. And then in the middle here, like here-ish, I know I'm like kind of pointing to air. We're going to have kind of this warped stem, which will kind of jut this out. So my goal for tonight is to get the roof onto this thing. That's what I want to do. I think I have all the materials, but if we don't, we can go find the other materials, and then we'll just go from there. Now, a couple things that I'm gonna do around here. Obviously, I don't have any of the walls up yet. I mean, I have like some base structure. I'm gonna have like a little awning that sticks out from the roof. Maybe like if you draw like an invisible line from like that block right there, that fence post, kind of go over. We'll have just like an awning that kind of sits above this. Maybe a little bit of a platform over here. And then we'll have like a little garden down here. And then over here will just be kind of like another little balcony. But this one will kind of just be open air to, you know, just kind of open air underneath the roof here. And then for the front, what I'm wanting to do, there just really isn't a good way to look at this, is it? Let's go over here. From over here, along like the inside of these roof lines, we're gonna just have like white, whatever blocks I have over here for the white blocks. This is pale wood planks. I think that's pale wood planks, and then there's some calcite and a couple other blocks, some diorite as well. We'll blend that all in and put like a nice big old pretty window in there. And I think what we'll do for the window, if I can find enough stained glass, we'll have this like a big old stained glass thing here, so that way everyone knows like this is the glass shop where they have all the shop. Welcome in over there on YouTube. Welcome. Yeah, so that's what's gonna be the plan tonight. Where did my bed go? Why is my bed not? Oh, it's in my inventory. I'm trying to figure out like where's all my stuff. My stuff needs to stop being moved. Never been here. Well, welcome. They're on the YouTube. Why can't I sleep yet? Is it just not? It's just not late enough yet. You think it's late enough? I mean, this is my bedtime. I don't know about you, but like that sun's about that low down. I go to bed. Look at that, we did it. We did it. Okay, let me get ye old Java fired up. Get the camera account in. And then we can make sure we have time lapse. I want the time lapse material. So it's very, very important to me that I get a time lapse of this. So we'll get our control stick. They're over here somewhere. Come to me, camera. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Camera. There you are. You look like Steve today. Don't do that. Okay. Bumper helmet on. Ooh. Actually, what we may need to do first is go take a quick little trip to mend our elytra. I didn't realize my elytra was that broken. Okay, let's actually do that first. And then we'll come over here and take care of everything we need to do. Let's see here. Settings. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. All the buttons are being pressed right now. All the buttons are being pressed. So we're going to head over here to our happy gas farm where there's happiness galore. And see if we can just get some minor mending done on our elytra. Hopefully there's still like a thing over here. I know there's a lot of people using this at the moment. We can probably brew some stuff up real quick. Is there one in here? There is one in here. That's funny. It means that there was so much pain and suffering that people were like, no, actually, on second thought, I don't want to be here at all. Let's do stone first. We'll get that going. Throw this down in here. And then we'll get this, we got to get that elytra cured up. Can't have that elytra all sorts of broken, can we? Oh, what's broken? Something is broken. There we go. Broken thing is me. I'm the broken thing. Okay, that should go pretty quick. You've done this before? I've done this before too, but just once. I actually want to focus on the elytra. We have mending on that, so it should go pretty quick. It doesn't take long with this farm. This farm is pretty effective at what it does. It's very, very effective. I know that this seems like the world's stupidest farm. In here, I'll turn off mob sounds for you, because I know how much that bothers everyone. Where's mob sounds? There you go. Turn off the happy gas. That's cured. Look at that. See, I mean, just look how fast it is. People say, like, this is a silly farm, and it is a silly farm. But it is very, very effective in getting all of your tools fixed up. It doesn't take long to sit here to get that elytra cured up. At all. Or any of your other tools, for that matter. So we'll just go here. What do we have? Like, maybe another minute here? We'll just wait and sit and chat. How has the stuff on Stream Weekend been? I haven't had the opportunity to dive into the other streams yet today. I was catching the end of Jade's stream. What other things do I need to know about that has happened today? What other stuff do I need to know about that's happened today on the streams? Hopefully, you know, I saw that Silent obviously hit 700K. Golf clap. But what other things? I know that Adequate was doing some stuff with did his llama thing go off a couple times? Do you guys know? How did the llamas go? Did he actually get? I know he did one of them. Did he get more? Oh, there were at least 3 llamas. Nice. That's nice. Look at that. See, look. This farm's already done. And there's still plenty of guys in there. We'll just leave that. 4 llamas. Rachel, welcome in. 'Tis the truth. Welcome in. BRWB. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he didn't have any good luck last time. I think only had 1 fire. But then his randomizer, you know, randomizers be random. Sometimes the odds of getting 100 is going to be 100. And it's going to happen 5 times in a row. Yeah, that's just how that is. Good for him. He was really worried about whether that was going to work or not. All right, so we're gonna get you and you and you and you. Probably put this up. Let's see, what do we need to make our inventory sorted a little bit cleaner? Probably food, tools, and then we just probably need like some blocks. Where did all my blocks go? I have some of these. I have some of these. We probably don't need the gold on us, do we? We can probably put that away. Don't worry. Don't look at my in chest. It's a mess. I know. Don't look at it. Adequate judges me too hardly for it. Old Rusty, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you in here. Nice to see you again. I'm gonna be making your fish farm. Not your fish farm. Your fish bone meal farm this season. I'm excited. Trying something new, branching out. Yeah, I'm gonna be making it. I'm gonna be making it. I'm gonna be making all the bone meal stuff. That's what I'm doing for bone meal this year, this season, which will probably last a year. That be my goal. There is folks over there on YouTube. Yeah, there's folks over there on YouTube as well. So if you see me chatting to people that you don't see on Twitch, it's because the YouTube folks are over there. And I don't show my stream chat on Switch, because I think it's tacky. Yes, the bone meal farm that you have, Rusty, that does all the fishies that go underground in the mangrove forest. That's what I'm building on Truly Bedrock. Yes. To the truth, is there a reason why you have tools on the left rather than the right of your hotbar? What do you mean? On the left of my hotbar. Is there a reason that you have your tools on the left rather than the right of your hotbar? Like this? No, not really. I don't think there's a reason. I don't feel like there's a reason. I don't think there's a reason. This is just how they ended up. I like all my blocks together. I like all my tools and my other stuff together. It just goes right there. No particular reason. I could put it here. Like, does this bother you at all if I just, like, and here's where my stuff is? Like, does that bother anyone too much? Because it doesn't bother me at all. I'm completely immune to it. Silent built and upgraded one for the last 4 streams. Yes, I know. I know. I'm aware. But it's either that or I build my bone meal farm, you know? I'll do something different. And to be honest with you, I'll go through more bone meal than Silent can produce. For the Shroomlight farm. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll make it. Actually, I do want to build that this season because no one sold Shroomlights last season. All right, so here's what the plan is. We're just going to start, like... Excellent. Great start. Great start. Ron Bent, welcome, welcome, welcome. Raiders over from Ron Bent's stream. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Beautiful pixels. Welcome in the Raiders over from Ron Bent. Ron Bent is over there on Farlands. Make sure you check him out. Catador, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. B Silver. Combi. It's a lot of days over there on YouTube. Ron, what was going on this stream? What were you working on? You have an opportunity to share what you were doing. I'd love to hear it. And I'm gonna hit the press the time lapse button. August competition setup. Nice. Nice. I love competition. Competition makes everything better. Nice. Very, very, very excited to have that. Game's gonna be many blocks. Yeah, lots of blocks. Well, there goes that block. That block's gone. Ironically, getting the most blocks wins. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the strategy. For those of you who are just joining over from the raid, we're working on the roof of this house. And as you can see here in the hotbar, The collection of blocks we have is green terracotta, moss, warp planks, bamboo, and bamboo planks. So that's kind of the colors that we're going for. We're just trying to keep things a little bit exciting and interesting. We're just trying to, I don't know, get some pretties. Just get some pretty things going. Now, generally what I like to do is, a lot of people would describe it as like block vomit. I wouldn't say it's block vomit because I do know where I want to put the blocks, but what I'm going to try to do here, and once we kind of like cross this chasm up here with wherever I decide this kind of awning is going to be, we'll kind of advance a little bit. Oop, get rid of that. But I try to make sure that we're blending these blocks just a little bit. It is a bold move. It is a bold move, but you know, hey, we're gonna see what we want to do. Yeah, but so what I'm trying to do is like trying to blend all of these blocks up together. The green is kind of it's gonna kind of be the base, so we'll probably go like up to here with it, and then the moss we'll probably just have moss sprinkled kind of all throughout this. The warp planks are gonna make up like, we'll have like a sliver of it, for lack of a better word. There'll be a sliver of it that kind of like runs through, and then bamboo kind of blended in with a little bit of this bamboo planks kind of a little bit up there. If it looks good, it'll look good. If it doesn't look good, well, that's what the roof will be, and the entire server's gonna have to live with it. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. It is a bold move, but is anyone else going to do it? That's the question. Is anyone else going to do this bold of a palette? I don't think so. I think maybe if other people did more bold moves, we'd have more beautiful roofs everywhere, you know? You know what I'm saying? Just going to try to map out a little bit of where I want to go. No. Whoa. Am I going to do the mangrove swamp biome fish farm? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the goal. Not tonight. But that's where we're going for. That's Old Rusty's farm, by the way. So when we're talking about like that farm, it's Old Rusty's. I'm doing it because for Old Rusty. With evokers? Maybe. We'll see. We'll start something. We'll see. We'll see where the farm takes us. We'll see where the farm takes us. I don't know if we're gonna do evokers quite yet. I don't know. 16 evokers give the same rate as 5 trident. Yeah, ooh. I like that. Those are some nice numbers. Yeah, so Rusty over there is on YouTube is telling us that the new stuff with the tridents definitely does better with evokers. Or sorry, the fish farm definitely does better with evokers. So yeah, it's very likely we're gonna be doing that. Evoker looting is a thing. Yeah. Bedrock be weird sometimes, huh? You know? Bedrock's gonna be weird. What am I doing at the moment? What am I trying to achieve? I think we need to take this here, that there. This probably needs to be pulled back one. Bring that over here, and then if we want to like have this sliver up a little bit, I do kind of feel like this should all be the same direction of a sliver. So like that would go there, and then we'll have like the blocks will be here. Oh, hold on. What am I doing wrong? I'm doing lots of things wrong. There are many things that I've done wrong. Okay, we'll get that. That row shouldn't even be there. I was gonna say, why does this feel wrong? Because I did it wrong. You guys got me monologuing again. I think that's all of them. Yeah, thanks. I like the color palette too. We'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks when it's all said and done. Longhorn, no, I raised it. So you may have redeemed it, but I am definitely the one who has raised it. VIP cost is now $250,000. If you're interested in becoming channel VIP. Absolutely no benefit toward it whatsoever, other than a little thing by your name. But sometimes we like the little things by our names, you know. So if you're into having like little things by your name, let's say you're a VIP, boy oh boy is there a reward for you. All you got to do is get that cost down low enough that you can afford it. Yeah, well, it was only dried kelp or watermelon. Ooh, good choice. So I'm going to talk about this a little bit in the video. Most likely, I am going to keep this to a relatively simple palette. And the reason for that is it's still very, very early game for me. And I don't have the blocks, right? At the end of the day, I just don't have the blocks to do that. So, I think that those would be good colors to add in. But I cannot afford them at the moment. Because I don't have enough, I don't have any farms yet. There is no farms that I currently have that are like mine. Like Adequate and I have the we have a farm together that does cactus, which is where I got the green dye from. But you know, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. That's kind of like all I got. So let's talk about some other things I'm gonna do. You can bone meal these blocks, these moss blocks, and so that's going to give us a little bit of depth that these other blocks don't really provide. I think I may scatter in some deep slate cobble if I'm feeling adventurous. But yeah, that's probably going to be the extent of the coloring for this. I definitely feel so. One of the things that we definitely learned last season is that I need to keep the block palette. Yeah, so that it fits inside of one hotbar, for lack of a better word. Rusty. I already know what farm. I know. I don't have any redstone though. I know. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Okay. I will build the Shroomlight farm. I will build the Shroomlight farm on the server. Okay. I will do it. I will do it. I won't. It's just not happening today. Rusty really wants that farm built. We need more of these things over here. I know. You made a tutorial, and then you told me to make a tutorial for it, so I did that too. There's lots of tutorials for it. Okay, hold on. Let's get over here. Yeah, bargain at any price. Yeah. You know, it may not. It may not. If only enough people were redeeming the points, you know, we could accelerate the process. The process could be accelerated, you know. All right, so one thing that I'm definitely noticing already with this build is I definitely want to like shift this more this way. So I'm going to place like a couple of temporary blocks over here to kind of help shift the color palette. Notice we are keeping like a lot of, we haven't really transitioned into, we need to start transitioning into this bamboo block over here at some point. What I'm thinking that I want to do is have the, this block right here. I feel like I kind of want to have this in like the corners. I don't know why I'm feeling the corners for this. I don't know why I feel like this should be kind of in the corner, but that's what I'm feeling at the moment. Now, both sides of these are going to be different. I'm trying to think of maybe the other thing that we can do is maybe have, if this is our darker color, we can have some of our lighter colors pull over here. Yeah, don't worry. I have a witch farm that's currently in flight. So, you know, it'll get done. It'll get done. I'm taking things slower this season than I have in previous seasons. We're gonna pull this down a little bit. And then I'm gonna... Ooh, that looks ugly. We're gonna get that like that. And then we'll pull yellow in this way just a smidge. Yeah, so we'll get a little bit of the yellow blocks in there, keep the moss to kind of help blend it out. And then we definitely need to get I guess more of this. I feel like we actually need to pull the colors a little bit more. Let's see here. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. Oh, I fell. I fell. Yeah, let's take a step back. That's okay. I think what we definitely need to do... This needs to go and be that. I don't mind the splotchiness, but we're gonna need to do something to help pattern out here. So if we come over here and take a look. So it's okay. It's okay. Once we put some, like, some flowery stuff on it, on the moss, that'll help pull some of the color out. I think definitely when we do the other side, I definitely want to go more of a diagonal with the warped wood. I definitely want more of a diagonal on there, but I think this is fine. One of the things that we do have too, I know the roof is bigger than the house. I know. One of the things that I may put in here is I do have some skulk blocks, and those I found that skulk blocks really help kind of break up the pattern a little bit. So if we were to place those strategically, it would give it just a little bit of a twinkle, and I feel like that could be interesting. Hey, look, it's merely adequate. Oh, he ran away, didn't he? Did he drop a potion that was good? Invisibility. I'll take the invisibility potion. Yeah, the roof is bigger than the house. Yeah. Listen. Listen. I made this build smaller. This is smaller than I originally was going to build it. There was originally going to be a whole second layer on top of this, and then the roof was going to sit on that. And I took a look at what everyone else had built, and I decided, maybe I can make it a little bit smaller. Maybe it can be a little bit smaller. So, yeah. Yeah. There's some size stuff. Do you know what we really need up here? Probably a crafting bench. We can place this right here. One of the things that will probably help too to break this up is we'll make a bunch of these, and let's just see how this looks. Better than the house being bigger than the roof. Rain would get in. You're right. You are right, Bluebird. Yes, it would. Welcome in, by the way. So here's what I'm gonna do. So this is, it's fine. It's fine. I don't really have a problem with it. What we can do to help kind of make the roof not look so flat is place in like a little bit of this and do like some of this action, and that kind of will help accentuate the arch a little bit. You can see up here we have this little itty bitty arch. We got like an arch thing going on. Oh, I fell. I am not good at walking tonight for some reason. Here. So what we can do is place like that there, and then that will help make this arch look a little more, I don't know, practical, realistic. And we'll do that right there. Place this here, and that right there. Just a little bit of texturing. I'm not going to go overboard at the moment, but we can use a little bit of planks just to give it a little bit more depth. So like right here where we're kind of like missing a whole bunch of blocks. That'll work. This will help accentuate kind of some of those lines that we have. And then anywhere that's moss, once we bone meal those, then we'll really be popping. Then things are really get a crack-a-lackin'. Let's see here. We'll get this here. And then remember, we're going to have an awning here, which is why we left that open. So let's take a step back. Arcade Wolf, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it doesn't need to be the most complicated roof in the world, right? It doesn't need to be complicated. And once we have... Let's do this. I just discovered, by the way, Fluots at the grocery store. They're new to my grocery store. Absolutely delicious fruit. I've been snacking on them during the stream, so sorry. I mean, listen. We could have our roof, or we could have this excuse for a shop, right? There's 1 diamond. Whoa, a diamond block per stack? He wants a block per stack? Am I reading that right? 1 diamond block per stack. Pips, welcome, welcome, welcome. Moss Logic, welcome, welcome, welcome. 9 blocks per stack. That's ridiculous. I ain't paying those prices. The black market's supposed to be where you go to get, like, good stuff. Bone meal. A stack of bone meal. Bone meal blocks for... that's ridiculous. A stack of bone meal blocks for a diamond block. See, Rusty, this is why I need to build the farm. Silent just has outrageous prices. Oh, good. I actually do have some bone meal. Absolutely unacceptable, outrageous prices. There is no way I am paying that much. No way. It ain't happening. You can't make me. He wants 1 diamond block for a stack of bone meal blocks. He's been at that farm for too long. That's bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers. Okay, let's we'll use our own bone meal. Did that? Oh, what? What exactly is happening here? I'm not exactly sure what just happened there. Okay, so we're gonna do like a little bit of bone mealing. Probably a little bit. Oh yeah, good, good. I was hoping that some of those trees would come in. Yeah, and then that'll add in like a little bit of pink. A little bit of moss blocks. Yeah, so let's take a step back. His prices are on the downright unacceptable. Yeah, so that looks a little bit better. Definitely need to like let up on the blue. I think if I were to be honest with myself, we probably should have taken this angle up to here and not had that splotchiness in the middle. A diamond block per stack of bone blocks. Unacceptable prices. It's unacceptable prices. Just unacceptable. And what we'll do here is we're gonna move some of these blocks over just to kind of get the color I want. Oh my gosh, did Foxy have crazy prices too? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I know. I know. There's no reason for prices to be that high. Absolutely none. I mean, for a black market, too. Come on, black market's where you get the stuff you can't buy anywhere else on the cheap, right? Maybe also right in there as well. Here. I do kind of want to push this color a little bit more. it looks a little bit odd at the moment. So let's do that. And then I'm gonna pull this out. I don't like the way that color's blending at the moment. Do this, and then we'll blend the color in. Here, and then what can we do? Let's take a step back and look. This is what I do. All my builds, it's like stop, take a look back, stop, fly back, take a look. Yeah, see, that looks a little bit better. It's still a little bit blocky right there, but we've definitely kind of given this impression that you need to be looking up this way, and that's kind of where like that little splotch is. I think when we do the other side, we're definitely going to accentuate that a little bit. Oh, we may not be able to accentuate that actually, because we have. What do we have? Because we have the other support member on the other side, the other roof truss. Okay. Yeah, Rusty, I know. I have a mangrove swamp already kind of ironed out. I've already cleared it. I cleared it on the other stream. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. We'll get there. Okay, I'm gonna do one last tweak. I know that I like. This feels ridiculous, but I'm gonna do one last tweak, and that is we're gonna push this more this way, and then a little bit of bone mealing here. And what I'd really like is if we could get some more of like these things, because just a little bit of pink inside of that. A little bit of pink, I think, in the build would look good, but not too much. But we definitely need like we definitely need like a pink block. Can we place the here? I think I have some. Hold on. Can we place these on blocks? I want to see if we can place these. Oh, also that block is wrong. Do you see that down there? Ew. That. We definitely want those horizontal stuff. So can we place these? Oh, we can. That's what we needed. Just a little bit scattered through here. Can I make this look, I don't know, a little more chaotic? Don't splat too much. Yeah. I wish we had like jump boost. I missed jump boost. Okay, let's take a look back and look at that. Yeah! So we just need one like up there, like right there, and I think that's perfect. Just a little bit of pink. I don't know. I like it. What do you guys think? Am I absolutely crazy? Don't answer that actually. Do we like the idea? Don't answer if I'm crazy or not. Old Rusty asked, am I willing to go to extreme lengths to crash the bone meal economy entirely? Absolutely. Bone meal's my jam. Bone meal's my jam. That's what I do. Up until that fish farm, I was the bone meal king. Hey, Alaydriem just went live on Twitch. What? I've been live on Twitch. 130K an hour? Rusty, why don't you find where my DMs are and we'll have a little chat after the stream. That's a lot of bone meal. I don't think we have a mangrove swamp big enough though, so if that requires a mangrove swamp, that's gonna be a problem. There's like no mangrove swamps anywhere on the server. Okay, so we think that looks good. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Now what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the same thing here in this corner, except at the top here, we're gonna have like more of this this block right here, the bamboo planks, like kind of in an archway, maybe along a diagonal. We'll see. We'll see where this ends up. We're definitely gonna be low on blocks though. So, oh, that's a problem right there. Nope, that's not right. How do I want this to work? I think I want this. And I definitely want to like hide that. There we go. I think that works. 2D fish car by Pocket. Yeah, I'm very interested. I'm very interested. I'm uber interested in that. In terms of interest, there might not be anyone more interested than I am, to be totally honest. All right, I am going to do the corners. We don't need to do the corners, but just kind of go from where we go. Oh, I understand what's happening. Mistakes have just been made. I was trying to figure out, where is all that moss that I'm bone mealing going? It's eating the wall. It ate the wall. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right, let's get some more blocks in play here. We don't need any of this. We don't need Adequate's head. It's only supplemental. We do need more moss blocks. Off with his head. Or off the side of the cliff with his head. Why could I not find that? And then more terracotta. Actually, I don't think we're gonna need a lot. Not you, Moss. I like the moss blocks. It was Adequate's head that we threw down. We don't need Adequate's head. We have like thousands of those. Right? He dies all the time, right? I saw him jump into the void yesterday. He fell out of the world. Right? Not that difficult to get an Adequate head. Just takes a little bit of patience. A little bit of patience, and they just kind of show up on their own. Oh. Interesting here. So, I definitely want to be pulling this up into the corner. Try to keep that kind of thingy going. Oh, nope, that's not right. More green. We transition back into this. Yeah, so this is just how I build, guys. It's just kind of go as you go. Take back. When you have a moment that you need to look, just take a peek back, see how you're doing. If you feel you need to make adjustments, you make a little adjustment here. So like right there, I don't like how that's a straight line. I like breaking that up. Rusty, I have a camera account, so it's no problem whatsoever to be loading multiple segments of a farm. Yeah, that's no problem. That's easy. That's what Allie's here for. Oh, hey, I just learned something, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed. I just learned this. Look at this. That's a different color than this. Here. I don't think it looks good. But that's a distinctly different color that I think blends a little bit better with that. I think we would need to... Can I get this to go up? No. How do I get that block to go up? Clearly not like that. Probably need some stairs in here. I'm not going to use that, but that's an interesting little tidbit. It'll crash a realm in server in minutes. Hey, that's not a problem here on Truly Bedrock. Just ask Moss. That's easy to do. We crash this server all the time, just to giggle. Okay, so we need to start bringing in. We're at the point where like yellow needs to start. These yellow blocks need to start coming in here. There's another bamboo block as well. Is there? In between this, in between the block of bamboo and the bamboo planks. I could join your Discord. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Pocket. I will be taking a look. I responded yes. Yes. Thank you for sending Pocket over. It's a mosaic. Pocket, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm very interested. You know, we haven't met yet. My name's Alaydriem. I build weird things here on Bedrock, but I also love bone meal farms. It's like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. So, yes, over there on YouTube, yes, I'd love to crash an economy using strictly bone meal blocks. I'm 1000% on board with this. And I will take a look at anything after the stream. The mosaic is super pretty. Thank you. We're getting there. I think... I don't know. There's something not quite right with this corner. We're going to have to come back and revisit. I think we just need to, like... There just needs to be more of it. There needs to be more stuff here. And like, it just needs, like, more of this. I think. And we'll pull this in a little bit better. Mosaic is from bamboo slabs. Okay, Pocket, we'll do. We'll do. Okay, hold on. There's bamboo mosaic. Hold on. Mosaic bamboo. That we make from bamboo slabs. So you're saying I need to make bamboo slabs. Oh, yeah, bamboo mosaic. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. We will integrate those. Let's do it. How do I make bamboo slabs? Really? 3 for 1? Holy moly, that's expensive. I will integrate that. We got plenty of bamboo. That extends our needs a little bit, but not by much. There's also stripped bamboo. What do you mean there's also other bamboo? Oh, like, really? Oh my goodness. Why are there so many flavors of bamboo? No. Nope. I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far. I've already added another block. Oh, now I need to change it. I didn't need to know that there was more blocks that you could use. That's not healthy for me. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's see how they look. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm not going to use these, and I'm going to tell you why right now. This, I really want the pattern that's going horizontal. And the mosaic really breaks up that pattern in a way I don't feel is appropriate for this build. I think definitely that there's a place for it. There's definitely a place for it, but I definitely want to keep the horizontalness over here. To not have the horizontalness would mean that this is more vertical, and this build is already tall enough that I don't think the verticality is necessary. Now, if I were doing a shorter roof, what I'd probably do is I'd do something like this to help accentuate the height. But for this build, because the roof is already the world's tallest mountain ever, I don't feel that it's super duper necessary. So for now, we're going to go without having the roof be super duper tall. But I now know that there is like 5 more bamboo blocks I didn't know about before. And so I'm definitely going to be keeping that in my pocket. Okay, now hold on. Now we're coming to a little bit of an inflection point here where I need to start bringing this up a little bit more. So these blocks are now totally useless to me, so bye. So what we need to do is up here. We need that there. This here. We may need to come down a whole lot more with this. We may have taken too long to pull the color down. I know, and it's dark, which means it's hard to see. think maybe we should have pulled the color down a little bit sooner. But I will use those slabs up here. Help kind of give the roof line what it is. Here, we need to sleep. I need the daylight. I can't actually see color at dark. Let's, what was that? Hearing noises. Okay, let's eat. Okay, we're gonna take a look. No one's ever gonna look at from this height. Let's look at what it looks like from right here. What have we done wrong? Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to pull the green up more into this corner, and then we're gonna pull the yellow down so it kind of intersects with this band of it's turquoise, right? The warp planks. We're gonna pull that down. I don't like how that ended up looking. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna green up to this diagonal here. And then we'll do kind of something like that. And we'll blend that just a smidgen. And then I kind of want the darker green. I don't... Why the darker green? I think it's just going to look better. We could probably do that right there. Ooh, my health. Okay, and then we pull this, and then we pull this. That draws that color out. And then up here, we can kind of blend this using that. I still think we need to use maybe these planks right here, but that's okay. Get a little bit of blending here. Yeah, and then probably what I'll do in order to blend it a little bit more is we'll go... Oh, no, those are the wrong ones. What? We'll do some bamboo here. Probably down here as well. And then if I do... we do this here. No. We're going to do this here, and then this here. And that way we got a little bit of color, and then it's kind of pulled down just a little bit. Okay, let's take a step back. Take a little peek-see. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better, because that color's kind of right there, and it makes it look like... So when the sun's rising, maybe like it's just hitting that part of the roof just a little bit more. We are going to need to come up here and place... Like there's going to need to be some slabs. I definitely am starting to feel that even with the pattern that we have, some sculpt block would be beneficial. So I'm going to go grab that. I'm going to go grab that. I think I have some leftover sculk in here. Sculk is just very, very pretty. It's a very, very pretty block. Do I have anything? I think pink petals might also work. Feeling sudden inspiration to add pink petals to the roof as well. I wish you could put pink petals on walls. You know, they're coming out with the new book cases, bookshelves, the new shelves. Honestly, the new bookshelves for me, those are like front of house facade tools for me. Like, I'm gonna just use those as like a facade around the house. You know, if you look at houses nowadays, a lot of them at the bottom, they have like the stone architecture and stuff. I think that those as a facade against the thing would look really, really good. I haven't played with them yet, but that's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, leaf litter could be good too. It's a good idea, kid. All right, so up here, man, I would like my health to regen, please. Please and thank you. Okay. Well, that just doesn't belong there at all. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to bring this over. There, and now we've kind of like started to blend this a little bit more. So this is our roof line. It's similar to a drum line, but it's used on roofs. Sorry, that was just a dumb joke. I won't make dumb jokes ever again. Just kidding. I'm probably gonna do another dumb joke here in about 5 minutes. We'll get moss in here, and then am I just out of this? Oh no, we have plenty. I do agree that leaf litter could look good. Giz was approve of the drumline joke. But what about you? Do you approve of the drumline joke? I just said dumb line joke there. All of the words are coming out wrong. We'll blend in like a little up here at the top. The same thing probably over here. No comment. You just keep pounding the drum for me? Thanks. It's what I need. Most annoying instrument ever. Zero controversy on that. Okay, and then I think up here we'll bring in this. And I want to keep some of this green. Sprinkle that in just a little bit. And let's see how this ends up looking. Okay. I am going to take this opportunity. Forgets recorders existed. It's true. Actually, I can think of a lot of annoying instruments, to be totally honest with you. Chronic Min, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you in here. Welcome to the stream. So happy that you're here. Okay, I need to make sure that I am being, like, super duper conservative with my placement of this. Because I will go overboard. It needs to be, like, the most subtle block placement ever, where it's only in, like, a couple of spots. Okay, so let's get some stuff sorted out, blending-wise. Yep, jump parkour. Yeah, it needs to just be like ever so subtly there, like just almost not even there. That's a weird word that Automod picked up. I do not want to bang on a drum all day long. No, thank you. I've got stuff I gotta do. Ah, that didn't work, did it? Here, let's put that there, maybe? No. Let's put that here. Am I too particular about my block placements? I think so. Okay, so here's what I think needs to change a little bit. We have the bone meal that we can place. We have the flowers that we need to place. We have some pink petals. We need to somehow make, like, stuff look better. Stuff needs to look better. Why does this not bone meal? There we go. We need to carry up some of this pattern just a little bit higher. We'll see if bone mealing helps. I have a suspicion. Yep, can I get up here? That we're gonna need like another type of block to help bridge this. Because right now, we have it textured, but it is very, very flat. Yeah, Skulk Vein. That's what I was using. I don't think Skulk Vein's the right choice yet. But I'm still mulling it over. I'm still kind of like mulling over what I'd like to do. Okay, let's get this here. Oh yeah, we have the silly little thing. So, these we'll have. Let's kind of like go down, like here. Nope, not that. There-ish. Just like just very, very subtly, and then we'll try to do like. Let's see if we can integrate the pink petals. Oh, this is interesting. We can't place the pink petals everywhere, can we? Does it place on moss? It does. Oh, that's a choice. Warp nether trees. Yeah, I was trying to keep the block palette simple. I guess is what I was trying to do. So for clarity, normally I'll have like 68 blocks in my inventory to do one roof. And I'm trying to keep it so that that doesn't end up being the case. We need like something slab-like and something stair-like. More or less is what needs to happen. Let's see here. Take a step back. Nether sprouts and blue vines. Oh, yeah, we could do the nether sprouts and blue vines. Those, yeah, those could work. I know, Rusty. Rusty's so excited. Okay, so I think that's okay. One thing I don't like the swoopy roof didn't really happen for some reason. Like you were looking down below. For some reason, that was just not big success. Let's fix that. That right there. Where did that other block go? Did it really fall down here? Okay. Should I be concerned that I don't have any weapon in my inventory? No. What do you mean I can't rest? Need shears to get the sprouts? Yeah. Well, we can go to the nether here. I want to get the roof kind of mostly done. And do some enhanced decorating. There is nothing underneath here, so someone has been digging underneath this. I know. Oh, they're on the roof. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. There. Okay, let's see if this... let's see if the roof swoopiness is doing what I want it to do. That block right there needs to go. That block right there just is wrong. Okay, we got that. Let's see if that's a little better. The block port now needs to go too. Well, the roof swoopiness just ain't wanting to swoop, is it? Maybe we need to place a block underneath it. Which we can't do, because it's in the wrong spot. Decisions. What do we do to solve this gaping hole that's right here? I guess we could put this here. Whatever. Interesting statement to make. Right. A full spruce plank? Yeah, oh yeah, that could be spruce underneath there. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I like that. A full spruce plank, I think, is indeed the correct decision. That's great. That's a fantastic decision right there. Top marks. Let's see how it looks. Acacia. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. I don't really mind that the roofline isn't particularly visible. It's not really visible up there. It's fine. If anything, I'll just double it up. Orange. Oh, Rusty, no, don't worry. Don't worry. I got a roof with 12 blocks just for the roof palette. Don't worry, that's coming soon. That's coming. Resin block. Okay. How are we feeling so far, folks? How are we feeling? We feeling we're in the right direction? I feel we've been doing okay. We're making the right decisions. Crimson wood. You don't like crimson wood? I love crimson wood. I can't make that promise. Yeah, I mean, that too. How are you feeling about the build? I think we're making the right decisions so far. Sometimes the decisions just, make sure they're the right ones. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing here, where we kind of blend this into a corner. But I'm going to try to get more of this moss in here. For reasons that are difficult for me to explain, I think having more moss will help us blend the colors a little bit better. I just don't have it. I just don't have it. So when we're done with the roof, we're gonna take a step back and we're gonna see if there's anything else that we can add in. I definitely think that those are the right decisions. I just don't have them on me. That's all. Oh, that's too far. Yeah, it's hard to express how little blocks I have at the moment. We just don't have a lot of blocks at our disposal. Okay, we're gonna continue over here. No, I don't want to do that. Rusty, I know. Use small numbers. Use small numbers? 7. Is that small enough? Is 7 a small enough number? To express your block count. No, okay, on YouTube, my bone meal farm that I have, it does 9 to 11K per hour. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I know. It's not fancy like the new ones because it was from 1.16, right? But I know. We need a good supply. To express your block count. Oh, use small numbers to express my block count. Yes. I need to be using small numbers to express my block count because otherwise we do what we did last season. We're like, I need 18 blocks in order to do one layer of that ridiculous megalith that we built. It seems excessive, don't it? Okay, we're kind of getting to the point where I want to get this in. Lump. And we'll blend this. I know, I have to keep my block counts in the single digits. In the 1 row's worth. Otherwise things get out of hand very, very quickly. I think it just what's going to be simplest over here. I think this is simpler. Oh, we do need to like make sure I don't make this entirely disappear though. Just, I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking we were going to have, like, more over here. More yellow. And that just didn't seem to happen, did it? I ain't entirely sure why that didn't happen as intended. But, hey, it's okay. Is A-okay. Let's get this and that. Then we just need to connect this. Oh, yeah, we're making great progress. Very, very happy. Okay, and then probably same thing right here. Yeah. Oh, no. Not that. That's horrible. Oh, look at that. We have exactly 2 left. That's perfect. Okay, now we just need to do this. Oh, look at this. Pretty much done. He says, kind of, as we run out of blocks. We're done in the sense that if I only have enough blocks. Okay. We'll bone meal this side. We'll pixie dust flour some places. Let's make this be tall grass. I like these cactus flowers because they don't need to be placed on like a organic block. There's a lot of these newer blocks that have to be on, I don't know, like the petal flowers. They have to be on, you know, a moss block or a dirt block, but the cactus ones don't, and I really, really like that. We got all these from the cactus farm. No, the cactus flowers are amazing. I love them. There's just so... I feel that they're underutilized, so I'm going to use them at every opportunity I can. Yeah, just a little bit pop of color. Moss Logic fell from a high place. Whoops. I hope he's okay. Okay, let's take a look. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. Yeah. Yep. Forgetfuls in the chat. Farming cactus flowers with paint. I know. We just built a 2-row cactus farm. And it's, you know, it's doing okay. We had enough to do this build. But they're pretty. Okay. Skill issue. Nah, he did that on purpose. That's a 100% deliberate decision. Right, Moss? And it's raining. Okay. Sorry, I was just switching that over to be the camera account. Okay, does that mean it's like suddenly night? Wow, it was just like suddenly it rained and then it was night. Okay, so let's take a look. I think overall, I am content with how this has turned out. I think that it is a simple roof. It doesn't demand a lot of attention, but it's different and unique. I don't think it's the best roof I've ever built, but I do think it is a good roof. Can I land this? There we go. I do think it is a good roof. Now, no one's going to see it from up here, right? But part of the reason I made it so tall so that when people are flying through here, they can. Ideally, I'd like for people to look at it from the ground level where the shops are. But, you know, we'll see how it is. Okay. So, let's incorporate some of the awesome feedback that we've gotten so far. So, things that are sticking out. I know I can only build the best roof once. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. The best roof was the terracotta one last season. Oh, yeah, I know. We're going to build a roof that's better than it, only because it has more blocks. Okay, so for this, I think I agree that some warped fungus in here would help. I think it would help balance things out a little bit. So I definitely think that we should go and grab some of that. I'm not sold on the vines, but I will go gather some so that we can see how they look. And then I think other than that, we're going to need some light sources up here because right now there's just a ton of mobs spawning up there. So we need to figure out like what our lighting situation looks like. Now, this is a little bit flat, and I think one of the things that's going to help with the flatness a little bit is if we get some spruce fences. if we get some spruce fences and kind of like stagger them up there, we can use them to put lights on. And it'll help kind of break up that color a little bit. So let's first go and pack up the stuff that I don't want to accidentally lose, because that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. And then we can go find ourselves, I really think some tall grass, this dry grass would look really, really good. To be totally honest with you, but we're not going to do that right now. Let's go. Where's all my moss blocks? Where do I keep my spare moss? Can't keep your moss logic in your pockets with you. You have to find some other way to bring them around. We'll put this in here, this in there. Trying to think. Like, do I need any of this? No. Okay, so shears. I think I have shears in this box. I do have plenty. Yeah. We're gonna need more rockets for sure. I do know where we can get some of these. I should probably also grab my golden helmet. Is that in here? Yes, it is. If we're going on another adventure, we're gonna need all of our safety nets. There's just like a random piece of obsidian in here. Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I just wasn't commenting on it. Yeah, I know. I know that I needed them. We were low. Yeah, I got shears. We got shears. Warp blocks. I do agree that some warp blocks in there to help balance out the sides, I think would look good. So we're gonna go pop into the nether. I know roughly where this is. We just have to fly down that way. Oh, you're right. Does a hoe work? Does it really? Because we have a silk touch hoe. I made one. I actually have two. I have a fortune one, and I have a silk touch one. You may ask, why do you need both? Well, because sometimes I want a fortune stuff, and other times I want a silk touch stuff. And I know some people really care about this. Like, Adequate, he's like, no. You don't need to put netherite on it. We're slapping netherite on both of them. Don't you worry about that. Oh, sorry. On second thought, putting netherite on both of them is bad. No, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, so mining area. We should put on our gold helmet so that we don't get angries after us. I think we just got to go down this way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll put netherite on both. Yeah, I understood. I understood. It is a big flex. It is. So is a shovel. I'm going to put it on a shovel, too. Don't you worry. Ooh, okay. I guess this works. Oh, that's so slow. Yeah, I don't want to get introduced too many different blocks. So probably the only thing I'll introduce here is the nether wart. There's definitely some other things that we could introduce. Hey, there's your shroom light. But I think for the purposes of this build... That's not the right tool. Yeah, these things... These will probably be the only things that we add in. I actually like the grass a little bit better. I don't like the warped roots. But I do like the grass. I think the grass... As long as we can get the grass to grow on, like... I have a suspicion it's only going to grow on, like, the warped blocks. Oh, that's going to be a decision, huh? I don't want... Here's one thing I don't like about the nether rack is... It has red in it. And for this build, my dude, you can't be popping in front of me like that. I don't really like the red. I don't want to introduce red into the side of the build. It's not the right color I want to add. So this will be fine. What we have is fine. But thank you very much. The grass? Okay, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. We'll see. I like how that Enderman's just like buzzing around like a bee. Alright, realistically, I don't think I'm gonna need much more than that. I think that's probably a sufficient amount. I'm not gonna say it's adequate, but it is a sufficient amount. Okay. That'll probably do. Fly back out. I know! He was there just like, look at me. Stare into my eyes. You know you want to. It's like, no, I really don't. I don't want you there at all. Not a very nice Enderman. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to introduce the warped blocks along the outside here. And we'll see if that will help balance. And then let's do our science experiment. Can these really be placed on everything? No, they cannot. They can't even be placed on this. Can they even be placed on moss? They can. Oh, that is a decision that we're going to have to make. That's going to be a big trade-off. We can only place the nether sprouts on moss blocks. Okay, let's think about that. Some decisions are going to have to be made. Yeah, or Nylium. Yeah, I don't want to introduce Nylium because Nylium will add too much red to it. That's definitely going to be a hard pass. For sure. But, I mean, like, we could do it like... Oh, we can't even do it on that, can we? Rusty, let me know if that was auto-modded or if you did it. Probably check on that here in a bit. Yeah, sprouts are gold. Yeah, I like the sprouts. Rusty, the sprouts were an excellent idea to add to this. I really agree. 1000% on that. I just wish that you could place them on like this. I find it weird that you cannot. That kind of is curious to me. It's dark. I can't see what I'm doing. Let's make a day. Yeah, that adds a lot. That adds quite a bit. Good call, chat. Great call on this. Excellent decision making. I guess we'll just do this, huh? And I fall down immediately. Just to negate the entire purpose of doing that. Maybe like right here, maybe? Nope, not there. 100% not there. Okay, let's go over here, and we'll kind of like do the same thing going up this. Definitely feel like we're missing some color in here, and then there, and we'll just kind of like blend up a little bit. Not to overdo it, but every now and then. And then one of the things I do like to do is like every now and then just pull the color a little bit further over. I think that if you do that, it helps with a lot of different things. It helps it look more blended. Again, I don't know why. That's just my perception. Phantom starting for 12:30 p.m. stream start. What time zone is that? That can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Like in an hour, you mean? More or less? Yeah, he told me he'd have to be off work. Yeah, so in 1 hour, yeah. Because he's in Pacific time, isn't he? Phantom, one of our newest members. He's indeed on Pacific time zone. Or Mountain. Or it's Mountain. Is it? I don't know. Or maybe he's in one of those weird time zones where the time never doesn't actually change correctly, like the rest of the world. I say correctly. Doesn't change in a way that the rest of the world follows. New York. Yeah, time doesn't flow there. I've seen how time flows in New York. I've been to New York one time, and it was all I needed, and I was like, nope, I never want to come here ever again. This place is just the worst. I didn't like New York when I went there. If you're from New York, I'm so sorry. Don't take offense to that. It was too dirty. Because I came on trash day, and it was just disgusting garbage everywhere. I could not tolerate it at all. I found it insufferable. Like, of all the cities, that was possibly one of the worst experiences ever. Oh, never mind. That would be an... Okay. Time zones are hard. Alright, let's, I'd like something else here. I wish... Can we, that's fine. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. I wish that we could place the sprouts in more locations. Like, it does add a nice little splotch of color. But, a bit restrictive. It's a bit restrictive on what we can do. Okay, let's take another look. Yeah, that helps blend it a little bit. That blends it much better. Let's take a look from over here. Better. Take a look at where people are actually going to look at it from. Better. Take a look from behind. From where this walkway is. Yeah, I could live with that. The vines can go on anything. Yeah. I think that's probably a little bit too much for what I'm wanting to do with this, but yeah. Yeah, I don't want them going high for sure either. Well, I think I'm okay with this, except for that spot right there. One thing I don't like is this. Hold on. Oh, my parkour skills. Is this. You see that right there? That is wrong. I don't like the vertical lines that appear. We could actually also add a little splotching up here. Is that too particular? Alright. I think I'm happy with that. I'm not happy with that, so we need to make a few alterations to the roof here. I think for the roof, what would help is doubling up on the spruce blocks that are up there. I'm gonna put some of this this dried grass up there too, because I think the dried grass would look really, really good. This up. This up. This way. We only have 2 of these, which is fine. Like maybe... Oh, this needs to be on... it needs to be on the... blah, 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 blah. Okay, that... Very, very, very restricted decision making here. That. Okay. That's probably actually worse now that I think about it. I'm not even going to look at it. I refuse to look at how bad that is. We're just going to place them. I think I need that. We can put this away. Put the shears away. Splash of streamlights just... I will put streamlights on the inside, but I'm not on the outside. Not on the outside. That is not the right color I want. Okay, let's take a look at this. I think what needs to be done is to make this taller. And I think that will solve some of the wonky problems that I'm seeing up here. It's hard to see the swoop because the swoop is so low. I think that helps a little bit. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That makes it so you can actually see the roof. We could probably actually put a 3rd layer on top of that. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to adjust that any further. Okay. I'm happy with how this roof has turned out so far. So now, what do we need to work on next over here? We need to work on this awning. It's like yawning, but it's awning. There wasn't a joke there. That was just poor rhyming skills. So if we have this here. Or would it be better to go one further down? I think it would be better to go one further down. Actually, I have no idea what would be better. I'd like to have an awning here that kind of extends out, but then we need to make sure that it's like juxtapositioned by something different. Do I have some trapdoors? We have some spruce trapdoors. Let's try some spruce trapdoors, shall we? I think that could be a good contrast. Let me see if I can express what I'm saying here. So if we have a trapdoor, say here. What? Why can I not place a trapdoor there? Like, one of these days I'll learn to stand. One of these days I'll learn. If we do like this, and then this, and then that, and then that, and then that, does that give us enough of a difference that then we could place something on top of that? It needs to be day. We really can't see, can we? That was a long sleep, wasn't it? Hey, look, it's adequate. Hey, look, and his llamas. Didn't need any of those, did we? They always drop their head. I don't need this many mob heads. Quite ridiculous. I think that that's fine. Now we just need to figure out, like, what the awning looks like, though. If we have... Make a totem pole. These are all my villager heads. There are many like them. But only adequates is among them. Hey, Old Rusty, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you. Thanks for having fun. Hope you have a great night. I'm going to have to probably tinker with this because I don't like how any of that's looking. I like how what we have going on here. I don't like the rest of it, though. Not a big fan of that. I could be a little fan. But, to be honest, I don't like the way that that looks. We might have to introduce stairs. Stairs might need to be the right decision there. Let's pick this up. Okay. I may not actually even be wide enough, maybe the problem. That may feel too cramped. What we could do is we could say, on second thought, the idea that we had there is a dumb idea. And just not do it. I'm kind of torn. What do we think? Do we want to keep kind of the awning idea if we make it 2 blocks wider so it kind of sits out from the sides a little bit? Or do we want to say, actually, the awning was a dumb idea. You should just bring the color all the way down. Do we have a preference that we're thinking about so far? I might need to see my reference picture that I had. I think it may not. I think it actually needs to come. Nah. Bring it down, we think. Okay. Let's just keep pondering that. I'll just keep pondering that. Rather than sloping it down, have it also a V-shaped roof? Oh, where you mean like it goes womp? Here. Where it goes like that. Kind of at a diagonal there. Yeah, I don't know the technical term either. The technical term is an RV roof that failed to deploy. Your RV roof when it's broken and now you're driving with it. A swoop. Yeah, so I think the issue with the swoop, so just thinking out loud here. That's a lot of V. That's a lot of V, because this doesn't really fan out a lot. I think if this were to like to here and the roof was swooping up from like this angle, and I know that that's kind of like hard to see the cursor, but if it was like all the way out here and then it swooped up with like a dramatic parabola U there, and then we had kind of the V swooping up, I think that could be fun. But I think this roof is just too steep. I think it's too steep to do maybe a little bit more. Here, let's clear these out. I like the idea of this, but I don't think it's going to work well. Hazeloy. I don't know what he wants. They will. The walls will exist. Though they will exist. Don't worry. Zloy cares so much about making sure that we have good walls. Zloy cares so much. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get walls in. We'll get walls in. But that's not how I build. I build the outer structure, and I'll talk about this in the video. I build the outer structure, then the frame, and then the roof. And then from there, I figure out what the walls are going to look like. I know that bothers people, like having your bow here, and your arrow here, and this here, and then 2 stacks of that. Bother me at all. Okay, what do I want to focus on next? So, going back to the core idea that we have. If this is going to be a big old stained glass window, we need to figure out what a design looks like for that. But the rest of this, for the most part, could be... like, we could put up the pale wood, and then we can always just knock that out later. That should be fine. And then same thing over here. Like, just a big old stained glass of something. I'll need to figure out a design for that, but we can work on putting up the pale wood. And then down here... It's really what the question is. It's really... I think maybe... I think... Here's what I've decided. We're gonna bring that roof all the way down. I'm gonna bridge it together. Because I think maybe we can do the swoopiness from underneath instead. Let's gather up some blocks that we can work with. And then we'll just knock this roof back out. I think that's probably the right decision to make. I can't land. Woo! It's a beautiful swoop. Thanks, Ron. Okay, and then we're gonna do that. Place that there. I know we brought that down a lot, but... yeah. Okay, I'm fine with that. I have no issues with this existing the way that it does. It's fine. It's fine. We need a little bit. We're going to need some... like if I were to describe this, like a little bit of like plankage here. Just trying to give that a little more texture. And then we did hint that we were going to put up some... let's see how that looks. It doesn't need to be in a straight line like that, but yeah, I think you guys get the idea. Something like that. Fences. Fences, and if we have them, some torches? Do I even have the iron for torches? Do I even have the land? Okay, we have 1 torch. Great. Lovely. Where is the rest of my iron? Also, that's all the pale... that ain't going to be enough pale wood, I can tell you that right now. We need to go harvest some more pale wood. Do I even have iron? I don't. I don't think there's anything I could do about that iron situation right now. That's unfortunate. So let's make like a couple of fences. I think having a couple fences in here will help kind of break up the pattern a little bit. Like 24 maybe. We could also do warp fences, but I think the warp fences is the wrong color. No further comment. Oh, we have a lot of that. So we're going to add in like some... we're going to go up here. And just we'll scatter in this in a couple places. I do want to try to get it more centered. If that makes any sense. Didn't really end up centered the way I wanted it to. Oh, but that fits perfectly, don't it? Yeah, we'll do the same thing over here. I think just a little bit of fences will help kind of blend this together. If it doesn't work, we can always tear it back down, right? And it's dark again. It's always dark on this server. Who keeps turning the sun out? It's apparent that I've swooped before. I may have swooped a couple times. I may be familiar with the swoop. Sometimes I swoop. Sometimes to the left, sometimes to the right. I've even do-si-doed a couple times before, too. I know. The Phantoms. The Phantoms. I didn't see him get on. I don't think he's on. Fancy. I didn't see Phantom get on. Did I miss him? No, he's not on. Oh, Phantoms turned off light? Those Phantoms. They should be turning off lights. Who gave them the light switch? Okay. Oh, we really don't have enough pale oak, pale wood. That is a decision that we have definitely made. I guess we'll work a little bit on this wall while we have the blocks. So we'll get in. This is gonna be pretty straightforward, I think. We're gonna try to keep this pretty straightforward. Tis. So for this, what I'm going to try to do is have these be more vertical to make sure we're accentuating the height component of this. So that needs to connect there now. No, it doesn't. How about there? Tanto 423 Gary, that's a new one. Oh, is that supposed to be an emote? The emotes weren't working. There were no emotes. That was totally the wrong block I just placed. That is what I wanted to do. That's the right block I wanted to do. Okay, and now that doesn't need to be there. I don't need that. Okay, so here, yeah, so here's the plan. We're gonna do, this is just like dead simple patterning. We'll do up. Nope. So again, I'm doing the vertical patterning here mainly because I want this to accentuate the build height. And as we get further up, we'll switch over into a few of the other blocks. So now we need to probably switch over to this in the calcite. Oh, that's a lot of space we gotta go still. So I think what we're gonna do is we're not gonna have the this stuff. I think that will not work because of its border. we'll see. What I hope is, like, this is not putting this... I feel like that's putting it sideways. Yeah, I agree. The pale oak blocks, they just look so much better. They work. They work very well. It was Lois Steve for some reason. That's new. Usually I'm the one who ends up being Steve. Yeah, I definitely agree, though. I think Pale Oak is definitely one of my more favorite ones. Always inspecting. It's like, how dare you ruin the complete aesthetic that I was generating. My really dark and moody builds. I feel his thoughts. I feel the thoughts of judgment. Alright, and then we'll just do... Can that go up all the way? We'll do boop. And boop. The Harsh Cheerful build already broke the ice. Yeah, right? Very colorful build. Alright, and then we're gonna do... We'll get that. And unfortunately, is there a way down other than this? No, not really. Not really. I can do dark and moody, but there was already a lot of dark and moody over here, so it felt appropriate to do something more colorful. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, we're gonna need torches in here. X for doubt. Press X for doubt. Yeah, fair. And like I said, when there goes the wall. We will have. We're just putting up this wall for the moment. We will have the stained glass in there, and that will help. That'll help add a lot more color too, because we'll put a big old stained glass mural or something there. Push it out a little bit more. I definitely don't think we have enough pale oak, though. We're gonna need to find some more pale oak. Definitely gonna need to find some more pale oak. All right, let's take a quick fly back real quick. Nothing has changed on that side, so let's actually go to this side instead. Okay, I don't like the calcite. So I think I'm gonna take the calcite out and just make it that. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't exactly work the way I want. Okay, well, anyway, we needed more oak logs anyway. So that's no big deal. All right, beautiful pixels. Thanks so much for hanging out on Stream Weekend with us this weekend. I hope that you've enjoyed it. We are gonna go ahead and end though, because I've reached the end of my allotted time. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the next videos. If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe.